Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly. I'm coming to you with a reading here. We're going to look at all the different astrological signs. So there will be timestamps below, but we're going to get the general reading for eclipse season overall in Mercury retrograde. So here's what we have going on. Okay, so April 30th, which is tomorrow actually, is our first of two eclipses. We have a new moon tomorrow paired with a partial solar eclipse in Taurus there, okay? So energies here are around love, around romance, and then we go into Mercury retrograde on May 10th through June 2nd. Mercury will be retrograding into Gemini, the sign of communication. So definitely more communications coming in from the collective. Mercury retrograde, you know, yes, it can mess with your electronics. Things can be backwards. We often hear from our exes and things during this time because we're in that introspective and reflective mode. When a planet goes retrograde, it's not actually going backwards, but it seems like it is. And so then it will have this effect of introspection and reflection for the collective in our psyche. Now that being said, I have had some of my best blessings come in during Mercury retrograde because I'm able to see things differently. So there's an opportunity to see things differently and to see how you can, how are they saying that? How you can be in your blessings, I guess you could say, be available to them. So for instance, sometimes paperwork is messed up. So like you always want to look over contracts in depth when you are getting your contracts together during Mercury retrograde. That being said, I've had that work in my favor tremendously. The last car I bought newly used, so it was like a 2019, and I got it during Mercury retrograde, and I just had an inspiration from Spirit, you have to get a car right now. I go down, and they say to me, oh, we have to honor the price that was on the car, but it was incorrect. We're probably not going to make any money off of this. And I'm not thinking it's any big deal. And then I looked up the value of it, like what the contract was, it was supposed to be, and it was a $15,000 error in my favor. Okay, and they had to honor it because they had posted the much lower price. Okay, so it can work in your favor. And then lastly, we will have a full lunar eclipse on May 15th through 16th, depending where you are in the world. Okay, so lots of huge changes. So eclipse energy in general will eclipse out toxic energies, things that are no longer working, sometimes people that are no longer working. So there's very quick exits, but there's always very quick and surprising entries. So eclipse energy reminds me of Uranus energy in that there are unexpected and radical changes that happen during eclipse season. So if you've been toiling along and meeting up against obstacles like in your business or love life, and then boom, something shifts, or where somebody that you've been in love with, you never think they're going to ask, you never think they're going to actually make the shift or make the move towards you, boom, you get communication. Or that ex or that love that you never got closure with, they communicate in, because eclipse is paired with a retrograde. We're going to have communications from people, okay? Let's look collectively just real quick. I did a collective message for this new moon for April 30th and the first eclipse, so you can check that out. I'm uploading that today as well. For more specific for what that eclipse is, we're looking at the season in total. So over the next, what is that, 30 days or so, okay? But I heard 60 days, so I feel like the energies will play out for longer, of course. Eclipse energies often give us kind of lifetime changes. So there's like, you know, those once in a lifetime opportunities. Well, let's look at what for the collective. What's the general energy around this eclipse season in the Mercury retrograde. Cool. It's about union, okay? So we have conjunction, union, merging and coming together. And in addition, we have just had an alignment of 5 different planets in the sky. Okay, this happens every, I think, 2,000 and some years. So I forget which all it was. It was like the moon, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, but they were all lined up in a row. And that, I think, I don't know if it's still going on, but it was definitely a few days ago, I believe. So I'm not an astrologer in this life. I'm still learning. But you can look that up, that conjunction. So that's affecting us as well. Things are coming together. They're aligning. So things that you've been working on, Spirit's wanting to align that together. So if you've been working on a work project, that's coming together. If you've been working on a union with your divine flame, your love interest, your soulmate, that's coming together at this time. Let's look at, get like 3 cards here from the collective. Beautiful. Great. Okay. So it's coming as a time of balance. So you're releasing any depression, overthinking, anxiety. You're balancing it out. And I do feel like you may have many choices in love, in business, but specifically in matters of the heart. Okay, so you're learning to balance yourself, and you're learning to think from a different way, where you may have had a lot of reason to be upset, sad, depressed, anxious, insomnia. Like, I feel like for many of you, you've been updating spiritually as well, so you may have had these symptoms, but that's balancing out with this eclipse energy. Is going to take that load off of you. So I'm going to do it like this. Okay, and then you'll be at choice. Okay, so it's showing that it's going to give you options. You're going to have choices of where you give your heart, what you put your heart into. And the choices are all different. So you could choose to go back to the old energy, but there's eels or snakes in it. Okay? But then you have these beautiful crystals. You have the nurturing seaweed. You've got the bubbles, the light. Okay? You choose where you put your heart, what you give your heart to. And that's that union emerging and coming together. Yeah. And any type of deception or hidden energy is going to come to the light at this time. Yeah. Anything from the past that you need to let go of, that's gonna be let go of. Also, this indicates many of you will hear from someone from your past that's trying to offer something to you. I don't know if you want it or not, okay? But you'll get clarity. And they also are bringing in that merging and coming together. What they're bringing in for the collective is dreams come true. Okay, so there is both the element of purging and release, as well as the union and coming together. Okay, so that's the energies that I have for you. What I'm noticing for the collective during this time, this union emerging together, has a lot to do with romantic relationships. We're starting off the eclipse season with the new moon in Taurus, and so the moon is in Taurus and the sun is in Taurus at the time of this reading, and the first eclipse. So it has everything to do with your security, your secure relationships, sensuality, specifically, you know, physical touch, physical union and merging, having what you want on earth, actually having that security together. Okay, so that's what I have for you for the collective. And now we're going to move to each individual sign. We're going to look at what this eclipse season is bringing in. So the timestamps will be in the description box below. I would recommend watching your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, just to get an overall picture of how this season, what it's going to bring in for you, and what Spirit has to say to you with that, as well as you can always cross watch for your significant other or person of interest. Okay, so those timestamps will be below. All right, let's see. All right, Taurus. Okay, let's look at real quick, what is this eclipse season bringing to you? I'm loving this. For Taurus. Heck yeah. All right, we've got 8th house energy here. Let me get the couple of tarot cards and go from there. What's coming in for Taurus? So what's coming in is actually a release here. Okay, that one. And a transformation. I'm loving this so much. Okay. Great. All right. So this eclipse season is going to be extremely transformative for you, Taurus. This is 8th house energy, very scorpionic energy. It's transformation, karma. You're facing your fears and your legacy. So you're thinking about your full-on future. For this is transformation in relationship. I feel like for many of you, you may be going through a glow up, so a body, mind, spirit transformation where you're taking your health seriously, your mental health, spiritual and physical health. And because of that, you're able to release some of the old burdens. So what is releasing from you is uncertainty. You're releasing old abandonment situations. You're going through a change here, okay? And it's great because the 7 of Wands says you're on the right path. You're defending what you have created. So you're already, you've already created what you want to create. You're just going through the transformation. And the Hanged Man, what I love about the Hanged Man, this eclipse season is bringing in a new perspective for you. This particular Hanged Man shows it a little differently, like this mer person is caught in their net. But that being said, the traditional Hanged Man turns itself upside down to see a new perspective, to see the new world differently when they're in a stuck position. And so, this is the card of Pisces here. So you may be dealing with a Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. But this eclipse season is bringing you the new perspective. You're going to be able to protect what you've created. And the other thing it's bringing in is swift and clear communication. This is passionate communication. This is both, this one looks like you're going to blossom, okay, and bring your light to the world. This also indicates that there's communications coming in for you and to you. You're going to be in your power. Like I said, you're going through a transformation and a glow up during this time. So where there was stuck energy or where you felt insecure and defensive, you're facing your fears and you're moving forward, and you're going to be feeling good, looking good, attracting really, really well. It was pouring down raining when I started your reading, which was just 3 minutes ago, and now we have completely clear blue skies, okay? Yeah. And 3 of Wands, this says that you have sealed the deal, you have done your work, your ships are coming in, so, take some patience because you're about to get what you want. For many of you, this will come with a raise, a whole new job. I feel like for many of you, your body is going to be transforming and you're going to feel youthful again. You're going to feel like you have a lot of energy, like as if you were a kid, regardless of your age. It's like your energy's returning, your love's returning, and this also is a communication because we have that general collective energy of merging and coming together. This is a communication from someone that has an offer for you that can last the long term. They may be slightly younger than you or slightly different maturity level, but they're very much excited and wanting to start something with you, okay? But for the most part, this eclipse season is Taurus glowing up and releasing those karmas and allowing yourself to be the beauty and the deity that you are, okay? So that's what I have for you, Taurus. And yeah, beautiful. Till next time. Aloha. Aloha, Gemini. Okay, so this is what's coming in for you and what may be releasing for you in this eclipse season, okay, and the Mercury retrograde season. So I just wanted to see, because it's such powerful change, so what kind of changes are happening for Gemini? We're going to get a quick reading here. Beautiful. All right, and let's get your tarot as well. Great. So we have the moon energy to start with, which is satisfying your emotional needs. Beautiful. Okay. This is satisfying emotional needs and nurturing yourself and others. Okay, so this eclipse season is bringing in the sense of nurturing. So for many of you, Gemini, you may not have had the best relationship with your mother. So some of those things might be coming up, but you have learned and are learning how to satisfy your own emotional needs. It looks like you're going to be seeing beyond the illusion. There is surprise and unexpected situation that's happening. So anything that the eclipse takes away suddenly will be replaced with good. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit's saying is it may have like a bit of a chaotic energy at first for you, especially with this retrograde being in your sign. You're really going to be learning how to communicate really well. And with that Taurus influence on the first eclipse, you're definitely going to be feeling that home life and love energy, so wanting to communicate in that way. So there may be some things, some ways in which you have communicated or haven't been nurturing yourself all the way that are going to be crumbling. But we have Nine of Wands, which I love Nine of Wands because it says, keep going. You are on the right path. So keep going. This can sometimes be the wounded warrior, but really it's saying, you have perseverance. You have persevered through things that would have maybe, like I got really sweaty all of a sudden, like the fire that would have burned somebody else up. You've persevered through it. Like this one looks like he's on the edge of a volcano here, okay? And you're still lighting up the path. And so we have Four of Pentacles as well, okay? Four of Pentacles says you're building a solid foundation on your values. This also says you may want to, during this eclipse season, just be careful with your money. So don't be an overspender at this time. Like take some time, be careful with your money, kind of hold it to yourself, hold your energy to yourself. Really what Spirit's saying is allow during this first part of this eclipse season through Mercury retrograde, be a little bit more focused on self. You may have this Tower moment where certain people may exit your life, and it's going to be for your best, okay? And so essentially they're saying hold yourself in high regard. At this time, satisfy your emotional needs first. So nurture yourself first and then others, okay? Then we have Page of Wands. By the end of this season, you are going to have beautiful new communication with someone, passion reignited. This feels like you're going to be curious. Some of you may even take up a new field of study because you'll be nurturing yourself, so your own dreams will be coming in. So it's like this Tower moment is taking away all of the distractions so that you can focus on you, so that during this time frame you can truly be true to yourself and in your own personal power, okay? I really love this for you, Gemini, so very, very grateful. And take care of yourself during this moon time, because it is a change for the better. You're going to have your passions ignited by the end of the eclipse season, this first eclipse season, okay? So thank you guys so much, and until next time, aloha. Cancer, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your eclipse season and retrograde season overview. We're just going to do a quick message per sign to see what this eclipse season is bringing in, what it may be releasing for you, because eclipses both bring things in and release. Okay. We have Taurus, and the first eclipse is in Taurus. So Cancer, this is about trust, patience, and sensuality. So this particular eclipse season is bringing out your sensuality. It's teaching you to trust, to be patient, but it really feels like there's an opening of your heart here. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is about love and beauty. Let's see what else for Cancer here. What's this eclipse season bringing in for Cancer? What's the energies around them? Let's see. Okay. Okay, beautiful. This eclipse season looks really, really good in that you're going to end up in a beautiful position. So you start with 7 of Pentacles. So this eclipse season, you're going into it with some decisions to make around love, around, you know, your sensuality, around your family. But you're really in a position of investing in what grows, and so you're really choosing for yourself what's best for you, what's best for your family. Okay, now there is a little bit of conflict here in your reading, but that's why it's asking you to have trust and patience. Okay, so this eclipse season is going to kind of bring up some things that need to be purged. There may be some conflict between the one that you love or your child's you know, mother or father, depending on if you have children. So there's a little bit of like, you're learning how to invest in what's going to be the best for you. There is some conflict, some competition, or for those of you that are single, maybe you have your options and the one that you want, there's competition around it. But what is beautiful, Cancer, is it says that you're going to come out on top. We have the sun. So this is the sunshine after the storm. I love this sun card so much because look at all of those beautiful water beings. This is the Mermaid Tarot. But this eclipse season in Mercury retrograde, you're going to settle your conflicts, okay? You're going to get through your conflicts and get to a place of trust. You're going to get to a place of sensuality. You're going to get to a place of security. Taurus is about security. Cancer's like security in their homes. Taurus and Cancer are similar in that way. Okay, there is a nurturing quality here for both of you. So this is really asking you to be patient and stick with it even in the midst of uncomfortable energy, because you're going to come out on top. There is going to be resolution, and there's going to be resolution where everyone involved, it's harmonic. Okay, look at how all different species, all different ideas, all different ways of being, but they're all coming together in the sun in harmony. Okay, they're all floating through the emotions together in love, in order. Okay, so where you may have started the eclipse season a little unsure, a little bit in conflict, you're going to end the eclipse season with your outcome. You're going to end up in the positive polarity of what you're wanting rather than the negative polarity. So I'm really loving that for you, Cancer. I'm excited. Stick with it. Persevere, because you're going to come out on top. Okay, so loving you, sending you great energy, and until next time, aloha. Aloha, Leo. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your reading here on your eclipse season. We're going to look at, this is eclipse and Mercury retrograde season. We're going to look at Leo's energies, what is coming in, what is releasing during this season for you. All right, for Leo, let's get your tarot and a quick snippet here of the goodies that are coming in. All right. Heck yeah, Leo. Gorgeous. Okay, so we have friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Okay, this eclipse season I feel like is bringing in your soul tribe. It's bringing in new friends. This feels like growing roots in the community, okay? So you very well may be getting out into the community, you may be getting a new friends, taking a new journey, but this is definitely indicative that this eclipse season of Mercury retrograde is bringing you people that you can trust that are like-minded in their thoughts. We have Six of Swords here. So at the beginning of this eclipse season, the first eclipse, Spirit is taking you out of a slippery slope. They're taking you out of the rough waters. So where you have been in transition, where you may have been having a rough go of it, Leo, they are absolutely taking you out of that those harsher waters and bringing you into this new community. And we have the Fool here. Beautiful energy. This says that you're ready and you're going to take that leap of faith. It's all going to be brand new. Some of you, like I said, may be traveling somewhere new or have just moved during this right before the eclipse season, but you're at 0 point, and that's a beautiful place to be because that's the place of creation. And this eclipse season is going to clean the slate for you. It's like a clear slate for you to choose what type of friendships you want, what type of relationships you want. And this is more a merging of community for you. So it's like where some of the general energies or the relationship energies have been about romantic union. Leo, yours is more about actually banding together with like-minded people to help humanity at large, right? So this would be maybe spiritual groups or volunteer groups, but it's more you finding people who are your soul tribe people. This is friendship relationships that are merging together. And we have Queen of Swords here. So you may enter into a relationship, a friendship, or your person who opens the door to this new community for you could very well be a air sign. So that's Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, or they could have that in their chart. You're certainly going to be learning how to communicate effectively, cooling down some of your fire in the not in a bad way, just if it feels like, Leo, your energy's been a little all over the place lately. And so this is actually like you getting centered into your personal truth, which allows you to guide your communication and language effectively. So I'm really loving this energy. So I feel like this is both you coming into a new realization in your intuition and your intelligence of what you want out of friendships, what you want out of community, where before I feel like you've been entertaining lots of different energies, but none of which were really true and through friends. You're coming into that. You're coming into your discernment, as well as you have someone who has air sign in their chart. It does not have to be their sun sign. That's going to assist you in finding this community. And they said one more card. We have Knight of Swords. I'm having a little trouble talking, so it looks like you're going to, through this eclipse season, open up your communication. There is communication coming towards you, so someone is going to bear their truth to you. That's going to free things up for you, to make you feel like you are on the Fool's journey, that you have a clean slate. So it feels like this retrograde and eclipse energy is really going to be useful for you, Leo, to feel like you can build what you want to build rather than what you have been dealing with. Okay, so really liking this energy. It's like swift, a strong communication, and a huge outpouring of soul tribe members coming to you that are like-minded and that you can really enjoy being friends and serving the community with. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Leo. So thank you. Till next time. Aloha. Virgo, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly. We're looking at the eclipse season and Mercury retrograde season. What's coming in for you? What may be releasing? We're going to do a quick snippet for each zodiac sign. Okay, so please do look at your sun, moon, rising, Venus. That will give you an overall view of what this eclipse season is going to bring. All right. So I feel like what you're getting over is Saturnian energy. So this would be Saturn rules Capricorn and part of Aquarius. Let's look at, get your tarot, and then we'll go further into it. Cool. All right, Virgo, I'm excited for you. Okay, so we have House 2. So major energies around physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. Okay, so you're really raising your self-worth. We have Saturn energy as well, which is feeling restricted, experiencing struggle, learning hard work, and patience, okay? That being said, I feel like this is what's eclipsing here is the Saturn energy. It's eclipsing out. I feel like you've been feeling restricted a bit. You've been working on your self-worth, Virgo. I feel like your physical security and possessions, you've been doing pretty good with that in general. Your energies feel good around that, but this feels more like your self-expression and your worth. And I feel like you've been struggling to really express yourself fully, because remember, the overarching theme for this eclipse season is relationship, both with self but also with others, because we do have this Taurus new moon in eclipse, and we have Gemini energy here for the retrograde. So there's very much communication coming out, and I feel like you may have felt restricted in your communication or really unable to say what you need to say in some arena, or not feeling as confident as you have in the past, but that's all about to change. So this eclipse season is bringing you in physical security, both your possessions. I feel like your money is going to increase during this eclipse season, but also your self-worth is going to increase. We have the World here, so you are absolutely ending a cycle, and I feel like you're ending this Saturn cycle. Many of you may be experiencing your Saturn return, or have just gone through a Saturn return. That's not going to be for everyone. That's at very specific points in your astrological chart. But you're absolutely moving into a brand new cycle. The World says, okay, we're ending this cycle. Many of the world cycles are 10-year cycles. So think about 10 years ago, okay, things that you may have been dealing with since then that's coming to an end, and it's opening up your next 10-year cycle. This also is an indication to me that you may be seen or be moving your business to the internet or digitally, because the World Wide Web here, all right? And so, again, with your physical security, possessions, material value, you may be choosing to go digitally with the way that you make money, or your largest stream of income. Okay, we have Page of Cups. This eclipse is bringing in dreamy information here. Okay, this is telling me that you're both dreaming of your partner. Very romantic here. They're dreaming of the fish in the cup, the Page of Cups. Now, we don't know in traditional tarot if the fish is real or if it's not, okay? But the dream is there. So this is very dreamy energy. It's like really wishing for what exactly that you want, because you have magician energy here. So this is you coming into your self-worth. I feel like you'll be dreaming about your life and love again. And this does also feel like there's someone dreaming about you, okay? Mercury retrogrades do make us introspective, reflective. So I do feel like that sometimes we absolutely get communications from exes or things, situationships that didn't really go anywhere, but there needs to be closure. I don't feel like you're really interested in taking on an ex, but it does feel like whomever you're manifesting, there's a door opening for you to have that, but it comes through your self-worth. Okay. I do feel like you're going to defend what you have created. All right, so you may have been on the defensive, but truly this is more so like you have experienced a lot. You know what you want at this point, so you're going to defend your creation. And how I'm seeing this is you may have a lot of suitors or options coming towards you. This is not the traditional meaning of the card, but you're diving into your emotional world, and you've got your self-worth. You're upping your self-worth at this time, so you're not going to take just anybody. So notice that that you are defending your space and position within your emotional body and in your physical world, so that you can not only keep your own physical possessions, but for your heart here. And we have Page of Wands. I do feel like you'll have communication from someone. It's new communication. They could be younger than you, but really it's just this youthful, passionate energy. There's new beginning energy here. There's curiosity. So by the end of the eclipse season, I do feel like you will be in communication. Curiosity will be sparked again. You will have released a good deal of the struggle. Okay, we choose to struggle or we choose to thrive. Both are a choice. And so Virgo, I feel like you're going to be gaining that self-worth again to choose to thrive in all areas. So I'm very excited for you. That's what I have for you. Thank you. And until next time, aloha. Aloha Libra, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your eclipse season and Mercury retrograde reading. So we're going to look at just a quick blippet of what is coming in and what may be releasing for you during this eclipse season. So we have from April 30th until May 16th. Well, actually June 2nd is when retrograde ends. Okay, so I give it a good 60 days actually for this energy to unfurl. Okay, we have Libra to start off with. You're coming into relationship with yourself. This is consideration, fairness, and harmony. I love this, Libra. I feel like you're finally coming into balance with yourself. Libras love balance, but I feel like there's been all the Libras that I know, and I know a lot, and I have a lot of Libra in my chart. There's been a lot of kind of conflicting energies around, and both with the heart but also identity. There's like the cosmic energies of this change have been doing a lot for Libras, it looks like, at the identity level. So this is beautiful. It's showing that you're coming into harmony with yourself during this eclipse season. Let's see what else is going on here. Ooh, beautiful. All right, nice. So I feel like both in your work life, but also in the general energies of this eclipse season does have to do with relationships, like personal relationships. But I feel like you're going to be having a lot of new opportunities in business. Ace of Pentacles says it's the card of the want for new money. There's new money on the table, new treasure, new energies opening up. So with this, you coming back into yourself, I feel like you're relearning yourself. Pentacles also have to do with values. What do we value? What do we hold highly in our lives, in our system? So you're going to be coming into fairness, consideration, and considering, what do you like now? What do you want now? What are your values now? So there's going to be a bit of a meta program on values for you during this eclipse season. But it also says that there's new money, new energy. If you're looking for love, there's new possibility that's opening itself. It's a small offer, so this won't be you're getting engaged or you're getting, I mean, maybe for some of you, but for most of you, this is a small offer, but that takes the burden away, okay? We have 10 of Wands here. So there's an opportunity that's opening itself that's going to help you to release the burdens. 10 of Wands also talks about harvest. It talks about you are on the right track. You have sown your seeds. And while it may have been hard work or feeling a bit burdensome, you are absolutely choosing to reap your harvest, okay? So the 10s do talk about completion. So you've completed with the time of burdens during this eclipse season. So Mercury retrograde, it feels like during that retrograde season, you're going to lay down some burdens and allow yourself to have your harvest. We have 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles says that you are mastering or a master at your craft. Look at all these people coming to this beautiful person here. And, oh, well, not just people, beings, okay, with gifts for her magic. Okay, there's a beautiful exchange happening with you and the community. So I feel like you're going to be more in the community. You're going to be more recognized as a master of your craft. I also feel like if there is someone that you would like to be in relationship with, I feel like they will work with you. They may literally work with you in a at your job, but for most of you, like, they are going to be on the same energy where they're going to be wanting to work to master love with you. Okay, so they will actually put in the equal response. They will see you as the value that you are, the master of your craft, and so that'll be really good. But again, it's very new. Okay, we have Page of Pentacles. So I feel like by the end of the eclipse season, so early June here, you may be talking to someone new, and it's going to feel really good. It's going to feel like you are opening up your heart. You're going to have lots of beautiful ideas with them. It's a really gorgeous energy, very youthful energy. So the person could be younger than you, but really it makes you feel young and vibrant. Okay, but in general, it looks like your money's going to be very good during this because you're coming into yourself, Libra. Very proud of you. I'm going to leave that there because these are supposed to be short. So, all right, thank you. Excuse me. Thank you so much, Libra. I appreciate you. And until next time, aloha. Aloha, Scorpio. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your quick spirit messages around for Scorpio. What is this eclipse season and Mercury retrograde bringing in and possibly releasing for you, because eclipses both purge and enter things into your life rather quickly. Okay, so at the beginning of the video, we heard the general energies for the collective, and now we're going to look at what it is for Scorpio. Beautiful. We have cardinal sign, which you are a cardinal sign. Oh, no, you're not. You're fixed. My bad. That is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So it's instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. So beautiful. So this may bring in a person of those signs, but it feels like more like you are adopting a brave and pioneering spirit, an instigating spirit, that you are going about your business in this time. Heck yeah, Scorpio. Love it. All right. Whoa, love it. Okay. Nice. Okay, one more card. Well, give me two. Nice. Okay, Scorpio, so we have a few different things here. So we have Three of Wands. Any way it goes, your ships are coming in. You have done a good job. You've toiled long and hard. For many of you, during this eclipse season, you will be building your business. This is the card of Taurus, though it does represent earth signs as well. So I think it's Taurus, might be Virgo. So any way it goes, this is the card of the entrepreneur. So you are bringing that in. So where there may have been delays before, this eclipse energy is going to get your business up and running. It's also going to make you feel like a pioneer. I feel like, Scorpio, you guys have been toiling long and hard, but like all the Scorpios that I know lately, the energies have been a little bit all over the place for them. And so it's like, I'm really excited to see this for you. I do feel like you have been in a position where you've been looking at how to invest yourself, okay? Scorpios, you guys are so observant anyway. You're such, oh my gosh, you're so good at patterns, and you're so good at seeing the deeper levels of things. But this is challenging you. This is saying you're going to get out of analysis paralysis, because sometimes this particular energy can cause no action. But I'm loving this. So so there's a couple of different things going on. So you may be dealing with a Capricorn, or have Capricorn in your chart. I feel like for many of you, during this eclipse season and even before, you've been doing some things to release any toxicity. If you've had any challenges with addiction or overindulging or obsession, you're releasing those. And coming into new passions. The other things that I'm seeing here is that you may have had a situationship or something with a Capricorn, all right, that you're choosing to move into love. Okay, we have Ace of Cups here, so there very well may be an offer from you to a Capricorn or to you from a Capricorn, but it's like what was maybe originally meant to be a fling, you're both feeling love now, and this eclipse energy and retrograde energy is letting you open the door to offer that love. Okay, this looks really, really good, you guys. It looks like you're overcoming any challenges of overindulgence or addiction. You are having that brave spirit. You're entering into your bravery to just freaking glow up. It's so beautiful. I can feel this energy, like you're coming into your power, and it feels so good, Scorpio, because while you're private and reserved, you guys are also extremely ambitious, and so you're going to be using all that you know to create your business more fully. Your investments are profitable here. You know, they're watching out. They are saying watch out for overindulgence there, but this Capricorn energy feels more like relational due to the overarching eclipse energy that we saw at the beginning of the video for the collective. Okay, if you haven't watched that yet, watch the beginning before this part of it. Okay, I feel like you are going to feel more youthful. I'm looking at how his body is all glown up there. Okay, so you could absolutely be moving into your bravery and your power. Okay, so some of you might be doing a bit of a body transformation as well. I just feel like with Scorpio, things are getting beautiful for you. There's more love coming in. Yeah, you're walking away from anything that would make you sad from the past, anything in your business, anything in your love relationship, right? And so it's like you're choosing to come forward and tell the truth. Here you have two aces. With the person that you really care about. So you're going to have both love and business that are looking good for you, Scorpio, but how it comes through is through your bravery. And I do feel like you will be the one to instigate these changes, but it's going to feel very empowering for you. So you're getting your power back. So I'm loving that. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Till next time, aloha. Aloha, Sagittarius. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you for eclipse season here, Sagittarius. So we're going to look at eclipse season and Mercury retrograde season. I did the overview at the beginning of the video for the collective energies, but let's look how it's going to affect Sagittarius. Wow, nice. Okay, so Sagittarius, perfect. We have the moon, which is satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. Gemini had this as their general energy, so if you have Gemini in your chart or are dealing with the Gemini, I would watch that one as well. This particular eclipse energy, this whole season, the eclipse in retrograde, is here for you to nurture yourself, okay? You have Nine of Cups and the Hermit here. You're going to have your wish fulfilled, but how you get it is to go inside. This is Virgo energy. So this is to go inside yourself, be reflective. The Mercury retrograde is in Gemini, so it is about communication. I feel like this is communication with yourself, learning how to nurture yourself before you nurture everyone else. And I do feel like because the first moon here is in Taurus, there is a Venus energy around. So lots of love and relationship and convergence is happening with was the general energies for the public. I feel like you may have more than one option as far as personal relations go. We have 10 of Swords here, and then we have the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Okay, so air sign, fire sign here. You may have someone, because we have this retrograde energy, coming back from the past. So you may have more than one suitor. If you're single, or even if you're in a relationship, you might have someone coming back from the past to communicate with you that very well did stab you in the back, or just ended in a very uncomfortable way. This King of Wands, though it is representative, who is that? Leo, typically, I think. But that being said, it can be all fire signs. So I'm seeing you in this, you know, in this way, okay? There's truth coming out. And I feel like how you're going to get your outcome here is justice. So we'll just put it this way. This is card of Libra. Things are going to balance for you, Sagittarius. So anything that has needed to release and purge, maybe with this ex, or maybe with a situation, you have two male figures here, okay, or masculine energies. Does not have to be male. They could just be masculine energy around you, okay? One or both of them have hurt you in some way. This could be business too. It does not have to be love. It just feels more like it's relational, more personally. But that being said, you're going to take some time during this eclipse season to really gather your thoughts. You're going to go inside. You're going to go up the mountain like the hermit and really look at, what do I really want? What do I want to bring in? How can I care for myself? Which of these people, if either of them, help to satisfy my emotional needs? I'm going to nurture myself. Okay, so Sagittarius, you're like, I'm going to nurture myself, but I'm also looking at, how does the other person nurture me back, and how can I nurture them? And so it's a really beautiful energy here. I feel like you're glowing up. I feel like there's balance where there may not have been for a time. You're coming into balance. I'm very happy for you with that. Okay, what else for Sagittarius? Beautiful. Yeah, you are absolutely, you're not putting up with people's BS anymore, okay, that would be here to harm your heart, all right? You're balancing your emotions, you're guarding your heart, you're coming into a place of compatibility with yourself, okay, Sagittarius? You're really choosing what's the best option for you. You're looking at your emotional needs, because we do have Three of Swords here, and I do feel like the people that are coming forward, that are maybe thinking, dreaming about you, or coming forward to make some sort of romantic offer or otherwise, you know, they hurt you in the past, and I don't know that you'll take them back, because we have the World here, which means you're ending a cycle. You're ending the cycle of pain, heartbreak, things not going quite to plan, all right? And you're coming into a time of wholeness within yourself. You're coming into a time of nurturing. You're seeing beyond the illusion. The moon sees beyond the illusion. It illuminates, especially with this eclipse energy. These moons are going to be extremely important to you, Sagittarius. So I would say during this time, that ends on June 2nd, okay, but for the next like 30 to 60 days, I would say, you know, personal recommendation that I'm getting off this, the message I'm getting is to take time for yourself, to really reflect and choose what you want moving forward. Because if you take the time to nurture yourself, then you set the standard for how others will nurture you. And as I'm looking out on the harbor, there's this beautiful sailboat out there, okay? So Spirit wants you to have smooth sailing. It's just taking the time to nurture yourself is going to be pretty important at this time. And they want you to know that things will level out, and you are going to get justice. Feels like the karma's clearing with this as well. So really happy for you, Sagittarius. Things are going to work out. They just want you to really use this eclipse energy and this retrograde energy to decide what is your wishes now that you have grown. May be different than what you originally wanted. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, aloha. Aloha Capricorn, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your reading for the eclipse season and Mercury retrograde here. So this time frame is from April 30th all the way through June 2nd and beyond, because it does take some time for the energies to unfold. But we're going to look at, we did the collective reading at the beginning of the video. If you didn't tune into that, please do, because that'll give the overall energies for the collective during this season. But let's look at what Capricorn specifically. And do have a look at your sun, moon, rising, Venus. And if you're cross-watching and know that with your person, you can look at that too. Okay. Here we go for Capricorn eclipse season. What's the energies here? All right. All right, cool. We have Libra. And Libra got this, actually. They got themselves. So consideration, fairness, and harmony. Beautiful. So I feel like there's balance coming to you during this season, eclipse season. There's fairness, there's harmony coming. So some of you may be harmonizing just your life in general or with the one that you love. But there's a definite Libran influence. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. All right, Capricorn. Man, I'm loving this. Okay. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck. Lots of things coming in for you that's balancing. I feel like for you guys, there is rewards for work well done that's coming in, and that's what's coming into harmony. We have Page of Cups. There's someone that you're dreaming about and they are dreaming about you. And so there is an offer of love that's coming in for you. I do feel like it will create harmony, like I said, because we have Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You may have your choice between lovers, because the Lovers does also mean the choice, but I feel like your partner or person of interest, it's finally coming into harmony, coming into balance, coming into fairness. They may be offering you their cup of love. This is moving it from the dreamy state to the actual offer. And they want to offer something that's going to yield to long term. May not be a huge profession of love, possibly. But what I'm seeing here is like it may be a small offer, but it is like a... it's a good one. We'll put it that way. All right, we have the World and the King of Pentacles. Many of you are completing a cycle as it regards to business, okay? But we have King of Pentacles, which is business owners. So some of you, this is a dual message, okay? So some of you may be changing careers during this eclipse season or changing how you do business. But what I'm seeing actually is the World Wide Web with this. The world indicates that one cycle is ending and a new abundant cycle is beginning. All right. And I keep hearing, I got the whole world in his hands. So, so King of Pentacles here, this is your energy is presenting itself as King of Pentacles. So entrepreneurship, but I feel like many of you are going to do very well if you don't already have a business online. This would indicate an online business. So a YouTube channel, a retail store, Etsy shop, a Patreon of some sort. Who knows? Just get online and get yourself accessible to the world, because what we have is unexpected imprints. You're about to have a tower moment that yields you into the Empress. The tower is not always bad. So I feel like where you've been working towards something and there hasn't been much movement, or you haven't been wanting to be seen all the way, Capricorn, you're about to be seen in big ways. You're about to move to the Empress vibes. This is pretty freaking amazing. Okay, so this eclipse is taking down any insecurities that you've had. It's taking away any financial issues. You're moving into abundance. The Empress is abundance. The Empress is work well done, fertility, like Mother Earth herself. Okay, it's the feminine energy and the magnetic and creative energy. You're going to be extremely attractive at this time. So like if you have a YouTube, or if you have something where there's like a social media presence, it's like something goes viral, and then your subscribers or your followers are like instantly a lot more during this time. So just let this energy change things for you. We have Justice, so Libra energy again, with the Queen of Cups. So in love and in your emotions, you're going to come into balance and harmony. So where there may have been a little bit of disharmony or anxiety around love, or around your emotional state, or how you feel about you, that is changing, Capricorn. So you're coming into balance with yourself. I do feel like there is an offer coming in for love here, like I said, because we have this Ace of Pentacles and we have the Lovers. So anything that wasn't for you is releasing, but I feel like for a Capricorn, for your eclipse season, you've already gone through a big purge the last several years. Like a few years ago, you had 3 straight years of like everything being in your sign. I'm a Capricorn too. It was rough. All right. Good at the same time, but lots of changes. And this is saying you're about to reap your harvest during this eclipse season. So choose to do so humbly, with humility and harmony. So take consideration and fairness. I feel like you'll be making your decisions that way as well. All right, so thank you so much. That's what I have for you. Till next time. Aloha. Aloha, Aquarius. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with your where are we at here? Oh, our eclipse season and Mercury retrograde overview. Okay, so the beginning of the video had the general energies for the collective, and now we're going to look at what this eclipse season is bringing and releasing for Aquarius. Okay, gorgeous. All right, so you're going to have some changes here, Aquarius. Big transformation happening for Aquarius. Wow, love it. Love it so much. All right, so we have Aries energy, so you may be dealing with an Aries or have Aries in your chart. We have independence, bravery, and passion, and we have Chiron, which is hurt and heal. Chiron is the place in our chart that is the wounded healer. So Chiron is our childhood wounds, what we came in with, what we were wounded with at birth, whether that be abandonment, whether that be aggression, trauma, whatever it may be. Okay, but it's what turns into our superpower. It's the thing that we heal and we can bring to the world. Okay, so you're learning how to heal with the Aries portion of yourself. Aries also rules the head, so they just reminded me of that. So if you've been having headaches or having issues in that area, that's going to release as well. We have independence, bravery, and passion. So your passion's going to reignite, because we have death here and 9 of Swords to start off. So the beginning of, with Scorpio energy here, so the beginning of your eclipse season and Mercury retrograde season even, you are going through a transformation. Death card is about death and rebirth. It is, death is in Scorpio for that matter. Scorpios are represented by the scorpion, but also by the phoenix. Okay, so this is like Phoenix rising. So you are going to be letting go at this time, and you're letting go of things that would cause you to be depressed, anxious, and like having insomnia, overthinking. Okay, Aquarius, so you're letting go of some deep wounds because of this Chiron, possibly from childhood, but may have played out in your romantic relationships, because remember, the overall overview has a lot to do with personal relationships rather than kind of your business relationships. So we go with the flow of the astrology. But the reason that this is purging at the beginning here, so this first sector of the eclipse season may be a bit purgy for you, but what happens is you end up at 0 point. You're the Fool, and we have 9 of Cups. Oh, I love this. And then 3 of Cups. So we've got You purge what no longer needs to be there, and then in walks your wishes and dreams. You have happiness, celebration. So there's going to be cause for celebration, new friend group, possibly new love. But I feel like this is really not about merging with another at this time for you, Aquarius. This is merging with yourself. I feel like you're finally letting go of a deep, deep wound during this this season, where you come into your own independence and where you release the things that have been holding you back. You come into your passion again, okay? And you release someone. I feel like you had someone that you were deeply passionate with, but they've been clinging, because we have Four of Cups, they've been clinging to your energy for such a long time. And then you've got this other person waiting in the wings that wants to offer you their cup, but you can't quite see it yet. And I just got a bout of hiccups talking about this. So there's been some hiccups in the love life, right, Aquarius? And that's okay. We all have that. What's happening right now is the energies are dissolving. So this eclipse energy is going to help to dissolve that old hiccup energy, because notice they went away, okay, and allow you to be new. This is a clean slate. So by the end, so by June 2nd or thereafter, you're going to be feeling like a new burst of energy. You're going to be feeling like things are going well. You're going to be able to let go of, you're going to be celebrating. So going out with friends during this eclipse season, definitely, they're saying don't do this alone, even though you're independent and brave. There's going to be cause for celebration. So if you're invited to celebrations, go to them. If you are feeling like you want to hang out with friends, hang out with them, because it's going to be very healing for you. It's going to be very good for your energy, Aquarius. So I'm excited for this, because this is opening up the door for the rest of your life. It's releasing the old cycle, and very exciting. So I'm excited to see what and who comes for you after this eclipse season, because it feels like you're doing a purge and release, and then you're going to be new and vibrant in a way that you haven't felt in a long while. So I'm thoroughly excited for you. So thank you so much, and until next time, aloha. Aloha Pisces, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for the eclipse and Mercury retrograde season that we have here. So we have the eclipse on April 30th with the new moon, and then we have eclipse on May 15th and 16th, depending where you are in the world, and Mercury retrograde goes from May 10th through June 2nd. All right, I did talk about the general energies for the collective at the beginning of the video, so if you haven't watched that yet, please do. That'll give you the generalized view. And then also watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for an overall view of how these eclipse energies are going to affect you. Okay, we have House 6 here, which is establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. And Pisces, we have Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Gorgeous. Okay, so some of you may be dealing with a Gemini or have Gemini placements. I love this, Pisces. This eclipse season is going to build your network for you. So you're building a foundation. This has practical life and health implications. Pisces, you guys can be the big dreamers. You're ruled by Neptune, so it can be dream world all the time. Part of Pisces is born, well, Pisces is born awake, and we have to bring them back to earth. And then like Capricorn and Aquarius, we're awake by 10, and everybody else has to go through a bit of a different process, right? And so this is you finally establishing that foundation on earth, okay? And I love it, because you're going to be very curious. You may be curious about like banking, financial things. How are you going, what are you going to do with your money? We have Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. Beautiful. Two of Cups. So those of you who are not in relationship, it looks like this season you will be in relationship, possibly with a Gemini. Your fortunes are changing. So I feel like you're establishing the foundations of, like one of my money affirmations that I got from my NLP class years ago is I am developing the resources necessary to manage my incoming fortune. And I feel like that's what's happening for you, Pisces, is that you are attending to the practical details, which used to be really not so much your forte, but it's coming in for you to do that, and it's going to start to feel kind of fun. All right, we have your energy here with the Hanged Man. So I feel like you're walking away from anything that isn't good fortune. You're learning your investments. You're walking away from any people. So some of you during this eclipse season may be choosing that the foundation that you have with either a lover or a friendship is not built strong, and then you may be choosing to walk away from that. Okay, that's not for everyone, but basically the purge here is that you're going to see the hidden details, and if it doesn't mesh with your foundation is the word that they want me to focus on. If it doesn't mesh with your foundation, you're going to choose otherwise. All right. We have Hanged Man energy. This is your energy, Pisces. So the Hanged Man gathers a new perspective. It hangs itself upside down when it's feeling stuck. Okay. So I feel like if there was some stuck energies in love, that's about to, through your network and building the foundation, you will be speaking your truth in your love relationship during this time, and creating a new agreement with your lover. Okay. Yeah. You're going to walk away from anything that isn't your dream. All right. In love, in your health, in your financial sector. Okay. You're choosing your dream. You're choosing to thrive. Okay. So this eclipse season is going to help move you into thriving, and I am absolutely excited for you. They are indicating the need to network with others. All right. You are about to, by the end of the eclipse season, you are about to come into Nine of Pentacles is a harvest for work that you have done. Even if you've had help, you have created it. And this is saying they want you to take confidence in what you have created. They want you to revel in your success, because this is a success that you've had. Some of you, not all of you, may choose to be single during this time by the end of the retrograde season. And those of you who are going to choose to be single, know that you're going to choose to be single. It's like a relationship that's been on the rocks for some time. So that's not for everybody, but they do want me to mention it. Okay. And we have 10 of Pentacles. Gorgeous progression. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So you have been working your booties off for quite some time to make yourself in this world, to see your dreams realized. You're going to have it. You're going to have the harvest. And then you go into the harvest with not just yourself, but with your whole community and family. 10 of Pentacles is my favorite of the deck, because it says that your needs are taken care of, as well as your family's needs are taken care of, that you have the love, but you also have the financial resources, and you have the network available to you, the village available to you to make everything happen. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. This looks very, very abundant for you. So do walk away from anything that's draining your energy. Focus on your foundation, your health, and the practical details, and consider your network with curiosity, because that's where your answers for success are. Okay, so thank you so much, and until next time, aloha. Aloha, Aries. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with your spirit message overview for the eclipse season. So this starts on April 30th with the new moon partial solar eclipse, and it goes through June 2nd when Mercury retrograde ends. So Mercury retrograde starts on May 10th. That retrogrades in Gemini. So it is going to be around communication, as well as our second eclipse is on May 15th. and 16th, depending where you are in the world. All right, let's look, y'all. Beautiful Aries. So I did do a general overview for the collective, so please watch that. This is going to be the energies for Aries specifically. All right. So Aries, we have your focus here during this season. The air is air, the element of air. So that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So it's open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So during this time, Aries, you're going to be in a time of learning. And in your relationships and things that make, because remember, eclipse energy eclipses things out of your life and into your life rather quickly. It's a very radical change, reminds me of Uranus energy. So it's like fast, radical change. Okay, so keep your mind open. Remember that you are learning, that life is a place of learning. We have Justice and the Empress. So if those of you who have been in situations, like some of you may have been going through a divorce, it's all going to get leveled out in this first part of the eclipse, okay, season. You're going to come into balance. There's going to be justice for you regarding this Empress. The Empress would be, you know, male or female matters not. It's just the feminine energy and her power. So this is a powerful person that has their own business. It's very fertile, very amazing. It does have Taurus and Libra influences. So this is double Libra. So there's definitely fairness that's happening. I do feel like you're going to take account of where maybe you have been off track at different times and move into a place of responding to your ability, aka responsibility, right? But it feels like through your open-mindedness and objectivity, you then get the balance. All right. This retrograde season is going to help you communicate. All right, Aries, King of Wands, you're showing up as yourself here in a mastery position, and we have Ace of Swords, which is communication. So I do feel like you're going to have communication with many people, because I'm seeing it multifold. So I feel like in business, you're going to have clear communication. You have leveled up somehow during this retrograde and eclipse season. So through your leveling up, you've come to mastery in some way in your intuition, in your intellect, in what direction you want to go. This is like a navigator to the fullest, right? And so you're going to be having honest, clear-cut communications in your business. You're going to be having honest, clear-cut communications in your romantic life, in your personal life with family, about your health. It feels like you're getting honest with yourself first, keeping an open mind, because I do feel like with this one, I feel like you are learning to stay objective as people may be giving you adjustments or a possible criticism, but it feels like you're learning how to balance yourself and come into mastery, okay? Because you got the Master card of your suit, all right? We have Three of Wands with Four of Cups. You do have by the end of this eclipse season, you do have your ships coming in. Three of Wands says work well done. You've done it. It's coming in. There may be a bit of a delay. The delay's from this reconsideration of something from the past. Mercury retrograde energy often brings in people from the past. So I do feel like you've been reflecting on what you want. You may have been sad about the loss of someone that you were dating, okay? But there may be a return of someone from your past at this time, because with the Mercury retrograde and this Four of Cups energy, notice you're all focused over here, but what Spirit's asking you is to take an open mind to learn from the past, because someone's here going to offer you their cup, okay, Aries? So you may not take back the person from the past, but there's new love that's wanting to be offered to you. There's new circumstances, and it's what you have been manifesting. Okay, we have the Magician. You're coming through as the Magician. at this time. So you're coming through in a powerful position, Aries. So if you will consider your power, and if you will be open-minded and objective, you can have what you want, whether that be the person from the past, whether that be a business situation or opportunity that you felt went by you and comes back, or whether that be something completely new. All in all, you are going to come into the Empress here. Okay, Aries energy is the Emperor energy. All right, so this is the divine feminine side of yourself. All right, and you may be dealing with your counterpart because you are the Emperor in the tarot. So the Empress coming out is your divine counterpart and that you're manifesting. Okay, so if you want love, it's available here, but it's not through the cups. Okay, it's through opening and clearing your mind, letting go of your judgment, being introspective here. Okay, we have Hermit energy, so Virgo energy, being introspective, going in and talking to spirit, and then having honest conversations. I feel like this particular eclipse season is going to be very much about communication for you guys, having honest and straightforward conversations, but open-minded conversations with those that you love, those that you're in business with, and it feels like that's going to help you to align and balance the scales so that you can move forward to your dreams. You are acting as the magician during this this retrograde time and this eclipse season, so I'm loving that energy for you, Aries. You know, do so with love and compassion because you are in a power position at this time if you will keep your mind open. Okay, so thank you so much, and until next time, aloha.